This is a video about mangas that I almost dropped, and I'll tell you which ones they are right now. Watashi no namae wa Tokinsoku desu. Welcome to the channel. Manga noob in this. The first series that I almost dropped, it's actually Claymore. Yeah, Claymore. I did a review of it. I'll put that right there right now. Now look, okay? I had a lot of people, they're saying this is a 10 out of 10 for them. I got people saying it's not even good. I got people saying it's in the between. This is what I think. Okay, I have people saying, oh, this is a 10 out of 10 because they watched my review and they didn't agree with me. But you know what? Think about it like this. It's my review, right? So if I'm saying that I'm giving this, that's what I think. So if you're there trying to convince me that, no, this is a 10 out of 10, that ain't gonna do anything because look at my face. What does it say? I don't give a So there you go. So that's it. We keep it there.
We ended there.
Did I say this was garbage? No, I never said this was garbage. I just felt like it was repetitive. I felt like I was getting bored. I'm reading this all the chicks, they look alike, except for their hairstyle. So I'm getting lost. I don't know who's who anymore. I only know them by their fucking hairstyles. Oh, that's the one with the pigtails. That's the one with the long hair straight going down to her ass. That's the one that's, you know what I mean? That's how I knew who was what. There's a lot of things. I find the monsters, a lot of them, they don't even look good except the awakened ones, the ones that are awakened and awakened. The art, not that great too, most of it anyways. I didn't like really the art at the start. I mean, the art on this, man, I'm sorry, but if you tell me editor-wise, I don't know I mean, look, I'm still a newbie in this but I can understand art, and when I don't see shadowing going on and a lot of that type of stuff, I don't like that and there wasn't much of that going on, not the start of this anyways, except the awakens. When they're awakened, the creatures or whatever, those motherfuckers, yes, I have to agree, the art did look good, everything looks good, but still, other than that, so I was losing interest, but at the same time, you have to understand, this was the second manga that I was reading. I read Monster, then I went to this. A lot of people said maybe you jumped to a series that was a little too big to start off with, 27 volumes. And at the same time, I'm not much of a reader type guy, except when I was young, I used to read books and all that, but then that just stopped, so I might have lost patience when it comes to reading and everything, but I really wanted to get through this fast at one point. But I didn't want to drop it, but I really felt like I wanted to drop it at one point. And I almost told myself, you know what, I could just drop it, and then maybe eventually I'll go back and read it, but I didn't want to do that. I already started it, and I want to finish it. So I decided, you know what, I gotta go through it. That's why I gave the score I gave it. I didn't vibe with this one, and I was pretty disappointed. And I even have a friend that's like, he's into anime though. He tried to watch the show, and he didn't even like the show. He couldn't watch the show. He had a hard time. But now you're gonna have other people say, oh, what are you talking about?
The show is 10 out of 10. Oh, it's a 9 out of 10.
Like I said, I don't care. That's what you think. That's not what I think though, when it comes to the manga though. So I gave it what I gave it, but I did not say it was garbage, and I'm not also saying to buy it too. I'm just saying if you want to buy the whole series and give it a try, then check other reviews if you don't like my review. But I came to entertain, and that's what I did in that review. So that's it. I'm gonna end it there. So this is one of them I almost dropped. We're gonna go to the next one. The next one is not a big series whatsoever. There's two books there, size books or whatever, mangas there. I think it's only 4 volumes in total or something like that. I pretty much dropped it halfway. I didn't read it for almost like 2-3 weeks until at one point I said I have to finish it. I need to finish it. I still didn't do a review on it, and it will happen, the review at one point. I'm not gonna do it now. I have other plans right now because I think right now I'm starting to get annoyed of doing reviews because I did plenty of reviews. I have other ideas now. I want to try different ideas because it's always about reviews. In my channel I did too many reviews. But this is another series, and I know a lot of people were kind of mixed with this series, but it's Planetez. And Planetez, man, I could just do a review right now on it, but I won't. Anyways, Planetez, the good thing about Planetez is that there is a lot of side characters, a lot of side stories going on. That's probably the only reason I survived on the second book, I'd say. But reading the first book, going through it was kind of boring, not gonna lie. I had a hard time, but I wanted to vibe with this because, it's about space and everything. I'm like, yo, this is like this seems like something I'm gonna like, but I almost dropped this series, and it's only 2 books. Can you imagine that? I almost gave up. I almost wanted to just sell it straight up and that's it, I'd be done with it. But I'm like, no, I bought this, might as well read it too. So I ended up finishing it, and not the best thing, but it's still okay though. It's still okay. But when I was reading this first volume, I don't know, man. I just think that it was kind of boring, and I just had a hard time vibing with it, man. So I dropped it for, like I said, maybe 2-3 weeks. Then I finally finished it because because usually if I'm reading something, like, you know, when I started this, I want to finish this before I jump to another series. That's how I like to do things when I'm reading my mangas. I didn't do it with this one. This one, like, I legit almost dropped it, but I finally finished it, and that's it. So that's the second series right there. There's one more series. I'm gonna tell you which one that is right now. Now, this series right here, I know a lot of people, they say it's a really good series and everything, and it's the reason why I have to finish it. But I'm not gonna lie, after the sixth volume, I stopped reading it for a certain amount of time, and I actually watched one review video, a channel called Ryan. I don't know if that's how he pronounces it, Ryan, but he did a review of it, and I watched it, and you know what? I said, you know what? I might as well give it a chance and go back to it, because I guess at the start it's a little bit slow, but then it gets good after, and that's Assassination Classroom. I just had a hard time at the start. I'm reading it, a lot of reading. I'll tell you right now. Whew. You know, Death Note is a lot of reading. This one too is a lot of reading. So I'm just letting you guys know on that right now. There was a lot of reading. For a title that's called Assassination Classroom, I'm thinking, you know what's up? You know what's gonna happen here? I'm thinking there's gonna be a lot of that shit going on. Action. So I'm thinking I'm gonna be flipping through pages fast. You ain't getting that, man. You ain't even getting that. A lot of reading. Around the 5th volume, I dropped it, and I dropped it for a certain amount of time. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna jump to another series. I just can't vibe with this. I said I'll finish it later on. And at the same time, I'm thinking, I don't even know if I want to finish it. But like I said, from that video I watched from Ryan's channel when he did a review, which was actually a really good review. If you want to see a really good review, well done, you should watch that video of Assassination Classroom. Because of that video, he's the one that got me deciding, you know what? I might have to go back and start reading this and finish it. Because I did buy the box set. So it was really very close. But right now, when I'm reading where I'm at right now, yeah, I'm starting to see it is getting a lot better, I'd say. But I don't know, I just feel like that first couple of volumes a bit slow. I wasn't really into the characters that much. I thought they were just like Ryan says, the same thing for me. I felt the same shit. I just didn't vibe with the characters, like the main characters, except the teacher there, Koro Sensei or whatever his name. Only him, like, he's cool, he's funny and all that, you know. But other than that, the other character, because it's a classroom, so you can imagine there's a lot of characters, and I just didn't vibe with. I didn't vibe with the characters, man. So that was it. Actually, there is another one, and this is not because of the story itself. It's actually the edition that I bought. Don't trip out here. It has nothing to do with the story. Like I said, it's the edition that I bought. I had a hard time reading this because the letterings are so small and the book is fucking huge. I think you know what it is. Death Note. It's the main reason why I ended up buying the box set, because I couldn't read this. Not like in this shape here, not in this form. I ended up buying the box set. And you know how Death Note is? There's a lot of reading and all that. I bought this just because I thought it would be nice, cool, you know, you have everything in one book. You know, it was like, I was thinking, oh, this is gonna be sick, you know? The lettering's so small, you're squinting your eyes like you woke up early in the morning and you wanna still sleep, but someone fucking woke you up and you have to get up anyways, and your eyes are burning. That's what I felt like reading this shit. So don't buy this fucking thing. This is garbage. I already said it in many videos. Don't buy this shit. Use this, though, as a weapon. Someone comes in your room, toss this motherfucker right at his face. That's it. You end the guy right there. So, that's my video of mangas I almost dropped, but ended up continue reading them anyways. And I just wanted to end it like that. I just wanted to tell you which ones I thought. Let me know down below in the comments and tell me which mangas that you almost dropped yourself. So if you liked the video, pop the like, comment down below, like I said, to let me know which mangas that you dropped or maybe almost dropped but continue reading later on. Ring the bell for the next upcoming videos that I pop. Share the video to other people if you want. You know what's up right now though. We're flipping that page.